Stop shaving your nuts with this nonsense. Your man parts are delicate, so you need tools with a little more precision. Manscaped. This episode is brought to you by Manscaped, the leaders in below the belt male grooming, making sure our nuts are clean so that we can feel clean, making sure that they're smooth so that we can feel smooth. And just in time for Father's Day, they have dropped the Lawnmower 4.0 and the Ultra Smooth package. Now, whether your dad is married, he likes women his age, or women your age, he needs to have clean nuts too. The Lawnmower 4.0 is a 7,000 RPM trimmer with advanced skin-safe technology. That means your nuts are safe when it glides across them. It comes with 4 guards so you can shave to the length that you like, is waterproof, and it has a light so that you can shave in the dark. So the Ultra Smooth package comes with 3 things: a crop exfoliator, a scrub to make sure that everything is smooth and clean down there, a crop gel, and a crop shaver just in case you want to get a little close. Listen, everything on the website is fantastic. So Voch says this: I have this amazing promo code, Voch, VOCH, Voch. You go to Manscaped, you get whatever you want, put it in the cart, and at checkout you use promo code VOCH. You get 20% off and free shipping. You can't beat that with a stick, playboy. Promo code Voch. I appreciate you, manscaped.com. Let's get into some film. And we back, cause Trick love the kids. So I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I was trying to do an Israel Mukwamu. Yes, I was trying to do that video for about 8 days now, but I just couldn't. I couldn't just find it in my soul to get it out there. But we got Simi. Fehoko, because I was calling him Simi for a while, but my Islander audience was hitting me up like, but Voch, his name is Simi Fehoko, so I'm gonna call him Simi so we can just get that into the community. When we break down players, I like to give like these summary type plays first, and then we'll talk about the kind of guy that he is. So we're gonna be doing that right now. I'm gonna be putting indicators on the screen, but if you ever have problems finding Simi, he's the big dude with the hair. You can't miss him. All right. But he's at the top of the screen right now. Simi Fehoko. And I think this play is a really good summary of what brother Simi is. And I think he's going to be your deep ball expert. Now, for those of you that are new here, how we do on this channel is that we show filmed, and at the end we have a conversation about this player. I got a lot to say about this player because I think he has a bunch of nuance to his game. But I took this play down for the UCLA game, and I wrote down Gallupish, right? Because I feel like he does a lot of Michael Gallup type things. Now, when I was talking about Nashawn Wright, I was saying that he's a corner that's going to defend all the outside passes. But when it's time to do, these inside routes, Nashawn's going to have a little bit of trouble. I think the same way about Simi, but from a high-low perspective. I think he's going to be full-blown deep ball guy. Right. And I'm going to show you later on in the film that, how he wins in different deep ball scenarios. Not that he can't run shorter routes, but, to run shorter routes, you need a little bit of, like awareness in space. You need route running and things like that. I think Simi can clean some of those things up to be a better short ball player. But in terms of deep passes, I'm going to show you and talk about different skills and traits that he has to excel as deep ball guy and why he might be the Michael Gallup replacement moving forward. Let's boogie. So one thing I think the Cowboys really liked about Simi was the fact that he lined up all over the place. He's down bottom here. And, you would think that as a big dude, he would get like all outside work. But I think he does some of his best work inside. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that later. Simi's in the middle. You're going to see a lot of UCLA film or whatnot because it seems like that's the game where they found out Simi was good. Simi does have a lot of game experience. He's only played like 16 games or something like that. And, they would rotate their receivers a lot and Simi came off the bench. But it's like in his UCLA game, he had 16 catches for like 200 some yards. And I think they realized like, hey, this dude is good and we should throw it to him more. But that was his last game. So there's 4 things that make Simi a really good deep ball guy. And you can really apply this to any deep ball guy. But first of all, 6'4". right? Then he got arm length. Then we got the 4-4-40, and like my homie too, I would say tracking. Take a look at him down bottom. He's gonna just put all that into appliance. Plus, he's a big dude, right? Like when he's running past these people, he can physical people running down the sideline. Like, you know, sometimes corners would just try to grab at the receiver just to kind of slow him down a little bit. That doesn't really happen with brother Simi in that way, and that ends up giving you some good deep ball production, right? We saw some good hand fighting here. Let's see what happens. I want that setup to be a little bit better, but I ain't gonna hate on him. But we do see the hand fight swipe over the top. Then we just see him stack the hell out of these corners, bro. And he does it often. Let me show you again. Take a look at Simi with his size and his length and his 4-4-40. And what? Look, tracking. Deep ball Simi. Let me show you again. Now, this time he's doing it from the inside, but once again, we're just going to see him stacking the hell out of these corners, bro. And and they're just not athletic enough to keep up with him, right? And, you know, most of the time when we think about deep threat guys, we, you know, think about the speed guys. We think about some 5'11" dude that just run past everybody. I like the idea or the notion of having a speed dude that's big as hell, because then he gives you a little bit of versatility. Also on this play, we have our very first Davis Mills sighting. The Texans traded up to get him in the 3rd round, so he's going to be their guy. But I would say Simi would have a lot more numbers if Davis Mills wasn't so bad. And I don't want you to just think it's one play. Take a look at Simi here lined up on the inside. He's about to smoke this corner, bro. Just about to flat run past him. But, you know, Davis Mills couldn't get the ball to him because he held the football one tick too long. You even see Davis hitch like he's about to throw the ball right there. And to be fair, if Davis throws the ball here, then he would be right. You know, Simi would eventually run past this dude and the ball would get to Simi. But, you know, Davis Mills like to hold the ball because he's pretty bad. So moving on. Here's another play here. One more thing that you need to be deep ball guy is just a little bit of burst. And we see Simi change gears in this play. Take a look at him line up in the slot here. And, you know, let me just let this play run and then I'll come back and tell y'all my general thoughts about it. Remember last year when Dak was really getting in his groove with Lamb, and it was all these plays over the middle because Lamb just got an understanding of how the seam works and, you know, when to break, and, you know, Dak knows when to throw it. You know, Simi has that same kind of understanding, and I'm gonna make another talking point later on in the video during the conversation segment about where we can play Simi this year and next year, just because of his understanding of how to be a big dude over the middle. I know we're gonna have a lot of people in the comments or whatnot. They're gonna be asking, well, Voch, he's a big receiver, should he just play tight end? No, Simi is a really fun player to watch. So on this point, what I got written down here for 18-21, I got big boy here. So, you know, when we talk about size, of course, it works in like receiving the football and getting leverage advantages or whatnot. But, you know, let's not forget that we got Kellen Moore calling plays. So sometimes there would just be some short plays that are just kind of contrived. It'll be dumped off to him and he just gets to be, you know, some yak guy or whatever, right? You know, so yo, fam, you ain't had to get all run over and your legs just fly all up in the air like that, and you get grass stains all on your gold pants, player. Just get up off the ground, man. Don't let Simi look back at you. Oh, Simi, you ain't have to look at it. Why his hands on his face? It's his pride. You shouldn't have been playing football with killers. Let's watch a cartel view. I was about to move on, but we got to watch a cartel view. I didn't know he had his hands on his face because he couldn't deal with it. Davis Mills stepping up being terrible, and Simi just hey buddy, you dropped your hat. What? Give me the money. Okay, we moving on. I promise we moving on. Just another example of Simi being fast, but also if he's going to be big and fast, he's going to break through a lot of arm tackles. So I'm not saying that he's going to be like a running back once he gets the ball. I think that'll be a little, you know, I think that'll be a bit of a hype job. But I do think because how rare do we see big receivers being able to put some kind of speed on themselves? You know what I mean? Like when we see these big guys, they're these big lumbering, slow moving cats. I think Simi's height comes from the torso, so he doesn't have like the, you know, the legs that make it hard for him to turn. Like he actually got some solid moving. Yeah, see, look, he's long torso guy, so he's able to move well with his legs, man. I tell you, bro, man, Simi should have a lot more numbers than he did. Take a look at him here, lined up inside. He's going to get a good release off the line, and Davis Mills is going to overthrow him. Dear Slim, I wrote you a letter, but you still ain't calling. I left my cell, my pager, and my home phone at the bottom. I tell you what, both these wide receivers are going to run a simple little cross. The inside guy is going to end up outside, and Simi's going to run across the middle here, but Davis is going to throw it to the U on the UCLA. So in this Simi film session, we're normally showing all the passes that's going to Simi, but this time we're going to show Davis Mills throwing the ball to number in the ground. So I know what you're thinking. Simi's up top. He's going to be wide open, and Davis Mills is going to throw him the perfect pass and not overthrow him to make Simi step out of bounds. But no, he's not. All right, cool. If you only came for the film, I appreciate y'all. Go follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. Salute. For the rest of y'all that are staying for the conversation, man, Simi is going to be a very, very interesting player, and I think that he was drafted pretty properly or whatever. I think that we got some good value on him. I had some people let me know that more teams than the Cowboys want him. That if the Cowboys didn't take him, that he was probably going to go within the next 4 picks or so. And the Cowboys, they had a 4th round grade on him. Don't ask me how I know that, but they definitely had a 4th round grade on him. So getting Simi where we got him at, I would say that the value added up, and then going to watch him on film or whatever, it definitely made sense. I didn't watch too much of Simi going into the draft process or whatnot, and y'all know I wanted Marvin Wilson, so that is what that is. But going back to watch the film on it retroactively, I was very surprised with what I came away from. Now, I got a list of things that I want to talk about. So with the whole point of Simi can possibly play inside and outside, right? I think that's going to be very fun moving forward into next season, right? Because that very first year, Lamb played inside, but we have to think about what's going to happen, life post Michael Gallup, because there's no promise that Michael Gallup's going to be here. So I think we have to put ourselves in a situation to where we have to be comfortable with the guy that we're moving forward with. I don't think Noah Brown's going to be here. Cedric Wilson's going to be here this year, but maybe not next year. I think Simi's going to be a guy that's going to be new Michael Gallup. And, we think about what Michael Gallup does now. He makes tough contested catches. He runs a handful of routes short, but he really gets busy with the deep ball. I think that's going to be what Simi's going to, his value going forward, in his offense, what's his role going to be? I think his being a Gallup-like dude is going to be his role, assuming that we don't sign Gallup. And, it'll make a little bit of sense, because when you watch Simi, of course, Simi can't play outside, but I think some of his best work comes from inside. So if it's a situation where CeeDee Lamb, if we have him at the slot, but it'll just the better line, the better personnel group would say, pardon me, the better personnel grouping could be Simi's gonna be big slot for us, and Lamb is gonna move on to be the outside guy, because we know at some point Lamb is gonna evolve into being the man here at some point. Or if you just want to keep your size on the outside, then you would just keep Simi on the outside and just let Lamb, run the inside duties or whatever. So I think that this gives us a little bit of versatility on the offense, because we've been dying to get Amari Cooper on the inside. I would say that Gallup is the only guy that doesn't run a whole bunch of nickel duty, and that's fine. That may not be his case. Everybody just can't. Nickel guys aren't just bad outside dudes. So we'll see what happens. But I think that his ability to play inside and outside, and he's damn good inside. If you think about the league and how inside corners normally look, like Jordan Lewis is going to have a full plate dealing with this dude, because I know we all remember the game versus the Vikings where Jordan Lewis was just kind of taken advantage of by Kyle Rudolph, because Kyle just had that size advantage on him. We see people trying to take nickels and make them bigger because slot receivers are getting bigger. So if Simi ends up being like a full-time big slot receiver, I don't hate that. But just being mismatched dude, if you try to do the whole, put my linebacker thing on him, your linebacker's not going to be able to run with Simi and his 4.40. With the length, with the size and all that good stuff. So Good luck to you. I think preseason is going to be very important. I said on my social media machines, follow me on Twitter, Voch Lombardi, VOCHLOMBARDI, that the preseason is going to be important for 2 draft classes, right? Because we didn't have preseason last year. So, you know, we definitely want to see how Neville gets better. We want to see, you know, how the later round guys are gonna work. You know what I'm saying? But definitely this year. So the last 2 classes basically are going to be working in tandem with each other. So just as much as we want to see, you know, Bradley and I and what he's going to do, or Tyler Biadasz, you know, see if he's got any bigger. But we're going to be watching Simi and Boss Man Fat in preseason, man. And I think that's going to be very important to see them dudes in like a real life application of football. You know, we're going to see, can Simi be the man, like the full blown outside guy, to where if anything happens to Amari Cooper in year 2 or something, and you know Gallup's not around, you know, can we line up in the set where Simi and Simi and Lamb are the outside guys, and you know some little dude comes off the bench to be the inside guy? I think all those questions are going to be very important. Plus, kicking game, right? We've got to talk about special teams, kickoff, you know, like punt gunners and things like that. Like, can he block? Simi can block, man. Simi's gonna be super effort dude. So you take this dude and you put him on your team. Y'all know Bones Foster like to run all those like funky plays, trick plays, and all that. So last year, CJ Goodwin was a guy that we threw like a punt fake pass to or whatever, and you know it just ain't ended up great for him. I think he ended up like, I don't know, dropping a pass or something like that. Like, Simi's not going to drop those passes, right? So he can be kicking game weapon in that way, and that's also exciting. One more thing too that I wanted to say about Simi, just in this conversation portion of the film session, I appreciate y'all for being here, is I don't think that he's going to be practice squad guy. I think he's going to be a dude that comes in and he's going to make the team immediately, simply because, even if he doesn't play this year, because he's a guy that's coveted around the league. I know this because, you know, I just know some things, but Simi's a dude that if you put him on practice squad, some other team is going to come and scoop that dude up immediately. And that's not something that you want for your life. You know what I mean? Simi's a guy that you're definitely going to want to lock down with one of your roster spots. So I don't know, man. So y'all hyping up TJ Vash and y'all want to put him on you know what I'm saying, practice squad. You know, use up all that practice squad resources on TJ Vash all you want to, because I don't foresee Simi being one of those guys. I think Simi's going to be very valuable year 1, but I can foresee him starting moving forward. And you know, some people can you can look at me and be like, well, Vash, why are we so hype about this late round receiver, this day 3 receiver? Well, you know, Cedric Wilson was a day 3 guy. Noah Brown was a day 3 guy. And with an offense like this, you can see you can see how all you need is like traits. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be a top tier elite dude, because that's what we got in, you know, Cooper, you know what I'm saying? And Lamb also, you know what I mean? So if Cooper and Lamb are going to be the big guys, then your third dude, who may be your wide receiver too, in terms of how you line up. But if the third dude in your offense or whatever, like if it's like Lamb, Cooper, then like Zeke, you know what I'm saying? You know, Dak is going to be who he is, and Jarwin's got, you know, if Simi's like the 6th guy you got to worry about, I think with a little bit of time and development, Simi's going to be all right. He's going to fit just fine in that role. But, you know, that's all I got for y'all today, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Appreciate Manscaped for holding us down. We're going to run another, course of this promo and all that. So shouts out to them for holding us down on the channel. Y'all go over there and buy something, anything that you want to buy, man. Use promo code VOCH, VOCH for free shipping and 20% off. Appreciate y'all at manscaped.com. And for everybody else that's following me on all social medias, and everybody that's hit the like button already, and everybody that's hit the sub button, and everybody that's hit the bell so you can know when I go live and drop these random videos in the middle of the week just like this, thank you. All right, y'all hold down for the Doski Woski, man. Salute.